no sign of Flash, though.
Wait, we were looking for Flash? I can find Flash!
Oh my god, dude. I was trying 4 times to get here. I actually saw some new gameplay. I actually heard... Why do we need this in the year 2024, man?
Come on, raccoon. Let's go give him a good pounding. Say hello to my little friend. Come on, do it. Oh. Nah, you can never defeat me.
Let's go. That's what we're feeling.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? Why?
Buenos dias or buenas noches, my beautiful people, and welcome to another gaming review, which is, of course, Helldivers. My god, this game, I can't get enough of this game. This game's amazing. It is easily one of my favorite games of this year, and I'm pretty sure the majority of yous agree. After dealing with that slog of a game called Suicide Squad, it is very generic, oh my god. Can anyone stop talking? I freaking deserved this. Hell, any of us who played that game deserve a little fun, because that is something Helldivers 2 achieves that Suicide Squad fails to deliver, and that is fun. Hey you. Yeah, you. If you like this video, subscribe. It doesn't cost you a penny. And while you're at it, you can ring that bell. And while you're at that, you can also give that fluffy thumbs up. I appreciate that. Now let's get back to the video. Alright, let's start from the beginning. What is Helldivers? Helldivers is a third-person co-op shooter set in the far future that now we are Super Earth. Basically, all of us humans are united as one.
That is, unless you make the most important decision of your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free. Join the Helldivers.
That sounds like a great future. Unfortunately, if you look up in Twitter, or X, it seems like that future will never happen. That's what happens when you have a different opinion from everyone else. It's okay to agree to disagree. But anyways, our life in Super Earth has been threatened by the bug threat, and also Terminators, so now it's our job to become Helldivers and dive into the heat of battle and just kill anything that is not human looking, spreading good democracy in the name of liberty. So yeah, the game is pretty basic when it comes to its story, but what I found cool is that developer Arrowhead Studios have basically a game master that decides what happens in the war, whether we get invaded by the planets that we own and we have to defend them against the automatons or the Terminids, and every time you log in, the game updates you the status of the war, if any of the planets were invaded by the enemies or we completed liberating planets as well. We recently had an event where a planet that contained all of the mechs were invaded by the automatons, so Raccoon and I, and probably heaps of others, helped liberated that planet back, and our reward was the mechs. Don't worry, we'll get to that later. I just love the setting of the game. It's basically a satire of another satire of a movie. If you have not seen it, this was heavily inspired by Starship Troopers. I've recently watched that movie because of this game, and you can see all the different elements from that movie inspired certain aspects of the game.
Young people from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
They're doing their part. Are you? Join the mobile infantry and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship.
If you have not seen that movie, I highly recommend it. If you love Helldivers 2, You're gonna love Starship Troopers. Alright, now we got the setting out of the way, let's talk about the gameplay. So you start off with a pretty good tutorial, very straightforward. The game explains to you everything that you need to know, how to play the game, what certain things you gotta do, like closing the bug holes, and also summoning the stratagems. I would say the gunplay is really good, very solid. It doesn't help the fact that I prefer playing in third person. I know there's a lot of people that prefer first person, but there is an option where you can just zoom in to a first person mode, but you can only do it while you're aiming. You can do your basic crouching and throw your grenades, but the funny mechanic is really the diving mechanic. The amount of hilarious situations I get myself in just because I'm diving off a cliff or we're trying to dive into the shuttle.
Fast. Why? You're fat. How are you this fast?
Wee.
Oh my god.
Ragdoll.
Dude, damn. I am very dedicated to the cause.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart.
You can also use stratagems, which is basically which you throw a little marker for these special packages to drop basically a support weapon, a turret, or an orbital strike, and hell, even a mech. You start off with the basic equipment, but as you level up, you'll be able to unlock some of the stronger weapons, the more ridiculous airstrikes, which I would say I had a bit too much fun with the cluster bomb.
Now.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
Didn't even hit him.
Requesting orbital strike.
But even though you have to level up to unlock the weapons, you also have to get a currency to purchase them. You earn this currency just by playing the game. There's also this other currency to upgrade your ship. You normally find them around the map as you explore, so it doesn't really feel like a chore as you just farm for currencies or leveling up as well, because you're just having too much fun with the game. And so with the stratagems, you just pick which one you want to bring with you in mission, and then you do this really cool button combination with either your D-pad or your arrow keys, and you just press the sequence, and it just takes me back to those early console days where you heard about this cheat code and all you do is just press the button combinations. It just feels so satisfying every time you do the button sequence for the stratagems. But once you've done the tutorial, once you understand how the stratagems work, you pretty much have a ship of your own called the super ship. Basically, your ship will provide all the orbital strikes, and you can personally name your ship as well. And I've been hearing quite a few funny names.
I named my ship the SES Wings of Redemption.
Damn.
But this is basically your main hub, so that you and your friends can just hang around, get your gear sorted, unlock your stratagems, and change your look of your guy, so you can have up to 3 friends to join your crusade.
Raccoon, here he comes. Hello, soldier. I normally say I got the best of the best, but unfortunately, you were the last option.
I was the last option.
See. Now let us go spread democracy. Or 3 random strangers, because the game really motivates you to go in with a full team. I have experienced going in solo, and it is quite an experience. Especially when you raise the difficulty. But once you're all set to go, you guys pick your stratagems, some power-ups, and then the host will decide where should we be landing. The map will tell you where all the hotspots are basically highlighted in red, so that you don't have to land on a hotspot. But sometimes the game lies. When we land on what seems to be a quiet place, turns out to be in the middle of a huge mess.
Oh, you got a 4.
Oh yeah, we got a 4th player.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Why did we land on top of robots?
This is not good.
I didn't have the road.
Get to the chopper!
Now get to the chopper! Come on! Come on, do it! Now, what are you waiting for? Kill me!
But once you pick your spot, the game will dive you into the surface of the planet with this really awesome, epic music.
oh, let's go, let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Ah, the music's so good.
I like the fact that our buttons are basically bullets.
Yeah, we're literally getting fired.
Yeah. Which I gotta say, the soundtrack is chef's kiss. Get your blood pumping for the game. And I just love the presentation for each of the planets. They all have a different look to them, different terrains with it. Snowing, desert. Some planets may look similar to others with a different weather condition. I haven't really noticed when it comes to weather conditions besides the asteroids falling in onto us. What is that? Are those asteroids? Oh, Jesus! Must be a weather condition.
Yeah, it is. Run. If you see it glowing, run.
I feel like that impacted my gameplay because it really caught me off guard. The graphics look amazing when it comes to the environment of the planets. The different skyboxes that we get with the different planets hovering around. You get green lighting as well, orange sort of tint filter when you're in the desert planets, or this dark looming landscape when you're in this dark jungle and the place is storming and full of killer robots with the glowing red eyes chasing you. The game just gives you a playground to just mess around with. You got your main objective, but you also have other side missions to do, and also clearing out enemy bases while also doing it within a limited of time, which is normally 40 minutes if it's a large scale mission. If it's just a small horde like missions, for example, you just kill 400 enemies, then you're just in a small platform just killing everything before the time runs out. And the missions don't feel repetitive at all, just because you got a variety of different types of missions to do, which is whether to blow up enemy bases, arm the nuke and send it flying, or fight huge boss-like creatures like the Bio-Titan. There are way more missions that I can't really think of right now, but let's just say it doesn't feel repetitive, and you get rewarded if you've done all the side missions in that session. You get double the XP, especially when you do a higher difficulty. You'll be rewarded heaps ton of XPs. Just be sure that there'll be more enemies coming at you, and the tougher versions of those enemies will spawn more likely in greater numbers as well, and some of the tactics of enemies that you're used to fighting will change. Like the big acid bugs, they'd normally just run up to you and spit acid, but when you play the higher difficulties, they would just position themselves and shoot the acid out like a missile falling down at you if you're at a long distance from them. And I feel like that's how difficulties should work, is making the enemy AI smarter and find ways to get you rather than being a bullet sponge. Which, let's get to the enemies. So we got two factions so far. The Terminids, which are the bugs, the automatons, which I like to call Terminators, because that's what they are, and they are terrifying. With the Terminids, they just come in greater numbers, and I'm pretty sure you can easily crowd control them if you have the right weapons to do so, and it normally become a problem when the bigger enemies, the tougher ones with the thick armor shows up, or even the Bio-Titan. But again, if you know what you're doing, you can easily crowd control them. The only thing is, you gotta watch your back, or have your friend watch your back, because sometimes they are sneaky little bastards. And the automatons play so much different from the bugs. Most of the bugs are close range attackers, with only the acid ones having the long range attacks. Wow, the automatons, they have guns. They have pretty much the same weaponry as you do, but probably better. And the most used stratagem for those kind of situations is the shield pack, because with that one, you're they take up more hits than the Terminids. You're constantly trying to find cover, and also the vehicles are insane. Heavily plated. You're going to need an anti-material rifle, which I didn't get one until I found out it was actually useful. But the tanks, even I still don't know what kills the tanks. We're just throwing everything at the tanks and we just get screwed over. I feel like with the automatons, there's a lot of trial and error of what equipment to bring, and I find that very unique. You can change your playstyle. If you don't like how you play, just add a different stratagem, or your friend can give you their special gun and see if you like it or not before you purchase it. But those automatons can be quite overwhelming for the first time, especially when you're surrounded by them. Nowhere else to go. You just see these robots walking up to you with chainsaws and guns and all. Truly a terrifying experience. No, I don't got you, brother. No.
Louis be evil.
No! 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 Shit! You're not taking me alive? No!
So nowhere to go.
I just love how you have to drastically change your tactics when you fight a different faction. Makes me excited to see what they'll do next if we're going to fight a different enemy type. I'm really looking forward to that because Arrowhead have said they have no intentions of putting PvP in the game. It is solely a PvE experience and they rather not make the game toxic. And which is true because this is the most community heavy base game I've ever played. The amount of small moments where you're just teaming up with a rando as well and just killing all these hordes of enemies and then at the end you just decided to emote and have a little bro moment just makes the game that much special. Hoorah. Hoorah, hell yeah, dude, that was sick. It just works with the whole theme of being united as one colony. Now, I will say that there is team killing, so there are moments where you might accidentally kill a teammate, but I'm not gonna lie, if there is team killing involved, I'll be quite the pest. Oh, you can carry it.
Oh. Why'd you do that?
I was just being a dickhead. I'm sorry. Did you actually survive? You're joking.
Yeah, I survived somehow.
I died.
Ah.
That doesn't make sense. You were holding it.
Teabag, you dead cock. Oh! I should have known better.
There we go.
Goodies.
Fire in the hole.
Not ready yet. Why you being mean?
What you on about? Could be some random grenade.
Jesus.
I'm gonna carry this up for a bit. There you go. I got you, buddy. I got you, buddy. It's okay.
Sure.
I want to see how that grenade goes. How far it can go. Alright. What is it? A medal? You dead. You little bitch.
My medal.
I normally do that with my friends, not with the random people that I join, but it does happen that I might accidentally kill with the randos. I really do miss team killing. That shit was so fun, and I love that we got ragdoll physics. It really gives us comedy gold. This game costs $40 US, which is $60 here in Australia, and we get this much content, and we're gonna get more, which mechs were included recently, which I gotta say, the mechs are freaking amazing, and it's so generous of them for all of us to have one attempt at using a mech. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on, give it to me. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Let's do this, let's do this.
20 minutes remaining. Mission map updated.
Oh. Suck it. Oh my god, this is so good. And basically, this is a live service game. You got your battle pass that, by the way, that does not expires. And you can choose to buy the premium battle pass as well. So Arrowhead says no FOMO allowed here. Which good, because FOMO is just getting tiresome and our time is valuable when it comes to spending it on a particular type of game. And I have to say that we do have an item shop in this game. And it is the most generous item shop I've ever seen. I wasn't sure how much these items were going to cost, and the most expensive thing in the item shop is $5 Australian. That's it. I was shocked when I first saw it. You spend real money to get the super credits, but you can just earn these super credits in game, so you can get the premium battle pass without spending a dime. I just decided to buy some super credits because I loved the game, and these developers deserve my money. Too long we've been given these triple, or should I say quadruple A titles with a very demanding item shop with high ass prices. games, but the game doesn't work. Game doesn't function. Bugs galore. But the item shop works. Give me your money. Thanks for your $70 US, ya Gumby. Now, don't get me wrong, Helldivers 2 is a great game, but it definitely has quite a few bugs, like stuck in place in certain areas, which I don't know how that even happened, but the only way to get out of that situation was, well, killing your friends. Give me all that shit. Give me all your shit. Why am I... Dude, I'm stuck. I don't know what's going on. I'm stuck in place.
Oh wait, no, I'm stuck.
What the f?
Yeah, you might have to do that.
And there are times you just couldn't get into the shuttle. I saw my team just diving into the shuttle and they couldn't get in. And so we all failed to extract. Oh my god. No! You killed me! A2! You're supposed to be my bro.
Launch countdown complete. We have to leave now.
We all failed to extract. You're kidding me. And then recently, the railgun has been nerfed. I managed to use it before the nerf, and that thing slaps, man. It was so good. It makes me wonder, why nerf it? Why make it crappy? It's a PvE game. I hope it's not a recurring thing that Arrowhead does, that they would just decide to nerf weapons or stratagems that we enjoy using and just obliterates enemies and just make them inferior. Let's just hope they don't do that in the future. Okay, let's rail on Suicide Squad just a little bit. If you don't enjoy this part, you can skip it. I normally timestamp my videos, so go on ahead. But holy crap, man. The amount of copium the Suicide Squad fan base is doing. I've been hearing comments about Helldivers 2 from these guys, making comments that, oh, Helldivers 2 is being glossed over. It's basically similar to Suicide Squad. What are you talking about? Suicide Squad has a fucking garbage story with mid-level gameplay that does not change up as you progress through the story. Hell, even the progression is garbage. And then people making comments that, oh, all games are repetitive. No, you're talking about the game loop, pretty much the main function of the game. And the game loop evolves as you progress through the game while adding in maybe a new gameplay mechanic, new weapons, or a new type of playstyle, and that makes it fun. That's the difference between a game loop and repetitive gameplay. Repetitive gameplay is
doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again,
without anything mixing up the gameplay whatsoever, with limited activities to do, and then the main progression of the game just feels like a chore. That's Suicide Squad. Am I making sense about this? I'm pretty sure people can understand when it comes to gameplay loop and repetitive gameplay. What kind of Gumby talk is that, man? The fact that Suicide Squad fans are downplaying Helldivers 2 as like a nothing special type of game, and I go, man, you really need to play other games with, or either have high standards. I'm not trying to shit on you guys, swear to God. You can like whatever you like. You just make yourselves look like fools for making comments like that. And it sucks that the game does not work. Alright? I've heard that Suicide Squad is having troubles and the first season is coming out and the game's not working. It sucks. I know, but making comments that saying that you play as the same guy, I mean, that's the point. You're playing as just an average Joe fighting aliens and robots, but your playstyle is different depending what stratagems you choose, while in Suicide Squad, you play as super villains with powers, and the only difference of playing each other in that game is the traversal, but everyone plays the same because everyone uses a gun. So sorry if you're up in your fifis, and that this game is objectively better than Suicide Squad, and that Suicide Squad's numbers are not great at all. One night I checked in Steam charts and there was no one playing, and I thought it was funny to take a screenshot. And I know that Steam charts is not the end all be all, but will it be any different when it comes to the numbers and console players? So to let out your anger at Suicide Squad not working, play some Helldivers or play a different type of multiplayer game, or hell, kill stuff in Call of Duty, and then just wait. to see if it's fixed or not when the Joker DLC comes out. Because you're just embarrassing yourself on saying that Helldivers 2 is nothing special, and that the gameplay is repetitive, and that everyone plays the same. I do hope Suicide Squad works for you guys. Anyways, let's move on. Sorry about that. Just gotta express my opinions towards Suicide Squad again. But yeah, overall, I enjoy the gameplay. The setting is great. I recommend Starship Troopers if you haven't seen that movie. And it's just a good time with your friends. The fact that you can do so much funny stuff. It feels like a game that came out decades ago with the whole ragdoll physics and team killing. We just don't get that much games that you can team kill your own mates. Every mission is unpredictable depending on who's your teammate. And sometimes there are bugs that can be a bit frustrating but also funny at the same time. And that the whole live service aspect of the game, it works so much better than most other AAA, quadruple A titles that we get these days. Indie games are definitely thriving, or AA games. I don't know where do we put this game in the category, but games like these are thriving over the big budget games. And I do wish they learn from these type of games. But after hearing what Warner Brothers is doing, I guess not. But yeah, I'm basically done. What do you guys think of Helldivers 2? Do you love it, or do you think it's alright? And do you think these big game studios are going to learn from what Helldivers have achieved? Comment down below, let me know, and I appreciate you guys watching this review all the way, or even not part of it. I understand you guys have a busy day. Now I'm just gonna go play more Helldivers and probably gift the game to some of my friends, because I want everyone to enjoy this game. Anyways, I better leave you to it. I wish you guys a good day or a good night. Ciao.
And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day too. Thank you so much, Toy Town. I appreciate that. I'll see you hopefully in the next one. Appreciate that so much, and you take care as well. Vargas says happy birthday again. Hope you have a great one. Thank you, Varga. I appreciate that. Bye, guys. Oh, bye, Donjir. Have a good night, Buttercup. I like how I still chat while bugs are after me in Helldivers, but I'm glad you're doing it. Thank you, Don. I appreciate that so much. And yes, have fun playing Helldivers.